Ken Surfs here with another video review, this time the Benchmade Model 259. Before I get started, I want to give a thank out to Mystic Essence out there. He had pointed out that my previous video with my Model 42 Benchmade appeared to be a fake, and upon inspection he was correct. It checked in at a nice 5.5 ounces, and that Model 42 with titanium should be around 4 to 4.2 ounces. But my original one I had for years disappeared from my bedroom when my son was having a party one night. And this one, or the fake one, I ended up getting 2 years ago for my birthday and never paid much attention to it. Now, upon inspection, she was definitely a fake. This one, however, the 259, I've had for over a decade. Oh man, this was either late 80s, early 90s. And I know this one is real because this one I had dropped at one point and the tip broke off. I sent it back to Benchmade, and for free they replaced the blade and sent it back in this nice box. I had long since lost the box, but this is what it came in, free from the factory. So a good shout out to Benchmade for a good warranty on their products. In the early 80s, before I got this one, I couldn't afford a real Filipino Benchmade or a Filipino ballet song or a Benchmade ballet song later. So this Taylor surgical steel from Japan was my first butterfly knife. And this baby has got to be, well, I had picked that up in about 1983. You know, just a cheap $20 at the time. I couldn't afford the $45 to $75 for the Benchmade at the time, but when I could, this one went by the closet, and I've got this one. I've got to admit that after playing with the 42, this one seems a little loose. Now, the evolution of my collection was, of course, as I mentioned, the first knockoff, then this, and then afterwards, from Bond's House of Cutlery, the 30S. I will do a review on this one later, but the 30S, what a nice smaller knife. Lot difference in size. I'll do a nice review on that one later. So my evolution was this, the 30S, the 259, and then the 42, which I now have to get a replacement for. Anyhow, we'll move these ones off to the side. And again, I will do a nice review of the 30S at a later date, but that's a really nice one. It came with a pouch. I got this one $160, Bond's House of Cutlery, Las Vegas, Nevada, probably 1994, 1995. Original box. Anyhow, this knife here has it's a really good one to start with, and actually now it's a good collectible piece. It's 5.5 inches closed. Hard to flip when I'm sitting down. 5.5 inches closed, 9 1/8 inches open, and it's got a 4-inch blade. If you measure it here to the tang bolts, but a little heavy. Comes in at 7 ounces. But this was the knife that the first Benchmade I've owned. And I've got to admit, the Benchmade company made me whole again when they fixed that blade for me. And if it was a fake or if it was a knockoff, they would not have sent it back to me. But they put a nice blade on it, gave me a nice box, and sent it back. So anyway, that's the Benchmade 259. And if you can find one out there, they're good collectible pieces. I understand they call the handle the Jaguar handle. I never knew that. I just knew it was a great flipper. Well, thanks again for watching, and if you liked the video, this is Ken Surfs. Till next time.